So we're ending our last show of the year with a compilation of some of the best Brad Show Live from 2019. We've laughed, we've cried, and we've helped lots of people become legal, and we've helped lots of people with their problems. Let's watch and enjoy. How are you all today? It's a wonderful day in Brad Show Live neighborhood. My name is Brad Bernstein. I know how to clap. I don't know why I just did that. Hello. That was crazy. Jonathan's laughing. Then welcome everybody. A little late. It's Tuesday, July 16th. I was about to say Friday. Jonathan, Yo-Yo Elias, how are you? If you have a social media question, it's Yo-Yo.
Yes.
Right, but if you're knocking on apartment 9J, it's baby boy.
Apartment 9J.
It's baby boy.
Hot cocoa at apartment 9J for Christmas and the holidays?
I am the hot cocoa.
Who's watching today, you think?
It's a lot of people.
Let's see who watches every day. Dion Watson, how are you? Donna Bless, how are you? Sanke White says it's very low. Sanke, it's you. I am screaming right now.
He sure is.
Okay, Vanessa, I am telling you right now, she has an earplug in the ear. Happy Halloween, everybody! I am your captain, Captain Stubing from the Love Boat. I am joined by the dinosaur who's falling apart over here, and Jonathan. And there is the dinosaur. We'll come up in a second. What is this dinosaur? This dinosaur is falling apart here. And
There's two Brads.
it's two Brads! It's Mini Me and Brad!
I can't stop laughing. What is happening?
Brad Show Live won Best Web Series at the Synopsis Media Model D Awards this morning.
Yeah.
Julie and I went. We beat out Nickelodeon. We beat out World Wrestling Entertainment. Okay, we beat out The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills,
Wow.
Bravo. We beat out E-Entertainment, beating out huge competition. Jonathan comes into my office, you know, he's kind of saunters in around 5 o'clock, exactly looking like that.
Just like this.
Right.
$1.
Give me that back. He's gonna take it, right? You know I'm not going there.
You ain't going there.
Oh, I do have a
you do
crystal
have-
ball. Magic 8 Ball is this person's interview here. It is certain. That's what the Magic 8 Ball says. Brad, you've asked a very long question. Magic 8 Ball is amazing. Schmoozing with Uncle Brad. There we go. It is a clock that turns into a coffee mug. I wasn't crazy. According to Fox News, which is a Republican news channel,
Right.
they say 50% of Americans want Donald Trump not only impeached, but removed from office. Zelensky seems like a character from the producers, you know? Get Zelensky in here. How many shares have you sold? Gun violence in America costs the United States of America, the economy, $229 billion per year. First of all, there is nothing illegal about being undocumented in America. This is good news for immigrants. The health care policy that was supposed to go into effect today, which would require immigrants coming from abroad who get green cards to show that they are completely healthy, do not have any need for any reasonable medical care in the near future, or have finances to pay for medical care, or have health insurance. Basically, anyone under 18, over 60, or anyone who has any sort of sickness is going to need to show that they have the ability to get medical insurance within 30 days of getting a green card or be denied their green card. A judge has put a halt to that. The green light law went into effect today. If you are an undocumented human being living in the state of New York, you can now get a driver's license in the state of New York. October 15th, the public charge rules are going into effect. And it's very important that people understand what is happening. What's sad about all of this is they've made it so difficult now that it's almost going to be impossible, after I go through all of this, and you'll see, it's almost going to be impossible to do this without a lawyer. There we go. The new public charge rules at this moment only apply to people who are applying for their green cards for the first time at a U.S. embassy abroad. And as a matter of fact, the form's not even ready yet for the new public charge provisions. So even though it's in effect, the U.S. embassies aren't even going by it until they actually allow the form to be released. It's the form I-9 something or other. So that form's not even out yet.
Got my green card. I just thought I'll let you know because your show has helped me a lot. Felt like I need to inform you.
Congratulations. That's wonderful. Yeah. It makes me feel really good that you watch my show, you take my advice. I help somebody that I have never met before in my life, and you're better off for it.
I got my 10-year green card.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You did that just from watching the show. There are people out there who may be U.S. citizens or lawful permanent residents who are getting paid cash. They're working off the books. Or people who are undocumented working off the books. How is using a cell phone going to help these people, and why is it even more important for people who are off the books or who are undocumented and they're working to use their cell phone, God forbid they're injured in an accident?
So an undocumented person has the exact same rights as a legal citizen here in the United States of America. Although it's more difficult to prove as an undocumented person that you were hired by an employer, for example. And so when you have a video, when you have a phone, which is the most effective weapon you have with you when you get injured in a construction accident, you take out the phone and start videotaping everything around you. If you can, you'll show that you're in the construction site, you're working there, and if something fell, for example, a ladder or a scaffold, you have evidence of that.
Some of the common questions I get from clients are, why is it taking so long for my case? And so, unfortunately, we're in an administration where things are basically being, I feel, somewhat intentionally delayed. It's much longer to get your work permit. Before, it used to be within 3 months you would get your work permit, and now it's actually 9 months.
There we go.
Cool.
All right, yo, what do we got?
All right, our first question comes from Ade saying, my mom got married to a citizen and filed. We're waiting on our interview date. We've been giving our work authorization card, but I'd like to know if there is a document I can use for my school's financial aid stating that I'm a legal alien resident.
You have a pending adjustment, so you can't get financial aid until you get a green card, which you don't have yet.
So you can't get financial aid until you have a green card.
Correct.
Why is it taking so long for the interview?
DONALDTRUMP. Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. You have to have a professional attorney call the embassy, speak to the head person there, and say, what the heck's going on? This guy is waiting 3 years to get his wife here. That is unreasonable at this point. Felicia, on to you.
Why?
Felicia. Don't make me say bye, Felicia.
I knew you was gonna say
Don't
it.
make me say bye, Felicia.
What's up, Brad Squad? It's your boy Jonathan Elias, and I'm here at the Nigerian Independence Day Parade right here in New York City. What's up, Brad Squad? This is Jonathan Elias, and I'm here at the 3rd annual Diwali celebration. What's up, Brad Squad? It's your boy Jonathan Elias in the streets of Manhattan. Today, we're gonna test out some New Yorkers and test their knowledge on immigrants and their contributions to America.
Hey Brad Squad, I'm Vanessa Contreras, and tonight I am at the final gala for the Mr. Organization's 2019 Male Model Competition. Hey Brad Squad, I'm Vanessa Contreras, and tonight I'm at the 2nd annual Miss Immigrant USA pageant at the Watson Hotel here in Manhattan.
You weren't scared as a single woman late at night on a deserted highway, stopping, pulling over to help somebody?
I didn't think about that,
Right.
to be honest. It's just instinct. I just saw somebody who needed help. I immediately, made a complete turnaround and went back.
Why did ICE pull you over 20 seconds after you got in the car? Were they following you?
We believe that it's standard practice for ICE to be monitoring and stalking courts rather in New York and across the country.
How long were you in the Dab refugee complex?
I was there roughly 3 years. It was me and my younger brother. There were stories that my mom told me that it was scary,
Now, there was a war going on there during your childhood. Do you remember where you were, what was going on with the war?
It was between the government and rebels, which we call them militias. It was very bad. It was like a big violence that was going on, and it still does go on today.
Let's get right into this. Queen Sugar's executive producers, Oprah Winfrey, and Ava DuVernay, who's this amazing director, and it's a huge hit. in the third season. You guys now come on. Is this the biggest show that you guys have been on?
I mean, Elise has. For me personally, this is my first recurring arc.
How often does an authentic role like Mrs. Fan that you're playing right now come, like that you're playing a contemporary Vietnamese woman? I assume those roles don't come around very often.
No, I'm so used to just going in, say my line, and get out. But then even after I said that and Ralph Angel leaves the scene, I'm heading out. And Lauren says, no, Elise, I want you to stand there. Stand there. I want the camera to remain on you. And I'm going to get emotional again. It's so crazy. She said, I want the camera to remain on you and give you a moment. And in that moment, I understood that all of a sudden, I got to be centered. Just a brief moment. I wasn't a marginalized person. I wasn't just a lesbian. She wanted me alone to remain on screen.
So why did refugees start coming to Clarkston out of all towns? How did this become a haven for refugees from all over the world?
Yeah, well, right as Atlanta was growing, there was a high vacancy rate in the city of Clarkston. People were continuing to move further out into the suburbs. And right around that time, Jimmy Carter signed the Refugee Act of 1980, and that really created the formalized process to resettle refugees to different parts of America.
When you come here, when you eat something here and you're from the islands, you should take you back to that island. That's our motto.
Plantains are good too. Now I'm gonna go for the real taste test, which is the jerk chicken. Speed round, where I'm going to attempt to answer 10 solid immigration questions in less than 60 seconds.
Yes, after filing ID.
What's the what? The what? The oh God.
What's next after I-130 Confucian is approved?
I don't even know! What does that question even mean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maestro. Oh.
We did it.
Oh, we did it! I don't believe it! I'm thinking we didn't do it! Oh my God, I'm so excited!
Where are you?
I'm so excited. Look, my head's gonna explode. What? Where did Sam come from? We haven't seen Sam in weeks. Yeah. Sam, where'd you come from? Where have you been?
Brad, I got lost.
They told me you quit.
I got lost in the stairwell.
Comments of the day.
Nat Smiley Brad answers to the callers is like when you're going through a hurricane and you are worried and Brad assures you and says, don't worry, everything's going to be all right.
I stopped the hurricane in its path.
Yes.
Stop, hurricane.
K State responds saying, much appreciations to Brad and team. I get overly excited when my phone receives notification that the show is on.
All right, I get excited too.
Remember to share and like Uncle Brad's show live. We're the best of the best immigration show and the best immigration lawyers in the state.
That's right, Lisa. We are the best. Me, Yo-Yo, the entire squad.
Yeah.
Best show in the USA. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.